Now that we have an opened piece of clay, we're gonna move on to that third major part of throwing on the wheel, which is pulling, right? And that's how we take this piece of clay, this open piece of clay, and that's how we actually build the height and make this taller. Okay? And we're obviously throwing a cylinder, so that's why we're gonna take this and try to make it taller. Just like with opening and centering, we have specific hand positions that we should think about and keep in mind. First, we'll go over what our outside hand is gonna be and in this case, and in my way of throwing, it's gonna be your right hand. I'm gonna take the thumb and I'm gonna wrap my pointer finger around the thumb, and this is what I'm gonna use on the outside of my clay. Now, I generally use this first knuckle. Some people use this flat part. Some people even use the big knuckle. But this is what we're gonna put on the outside of our clay. On the inside with our left hand, I'm gonna make the letter L. I'm gonna make it a 2-fingered L. I'm gonna flip it upside down, and this is what's gonna go on the inside. Okay? And I'm gonna touch the clay with the pads of my fingers here. Right? The last kind of step is this floating thumb here. I'm gonna attach it down onto my right hand. So now this is all one big tool to use to pull clay on the wheel. Once we have that, I say to pull on the wheel, we're gonna pull between 3 and 6 o'clock. I tend to do it more at about 4 o'clock. Some people tend to do it more down towards 6. Anyway is fine, as long as you're between 3 and 6 o'clock as you do it. I'm gonna show you this first pull here. The idea is that I'm gonna put this right hand all the way down to the bottom, this left hand that's on the inside all the way down to the bottom. And what I want to do is I want to go down a little bit and then together a little bit, and then keep that togetherness, right? Keep that pressure in and slowly move up the side of my walls until I reach just about the top. Okay? So I'm here. I'm gonna get my wheel speed moving at about a 4, so it's just a little bit slower than what I opened at. I'm here, I'm going down and together, and then I'm slowly coming up the side of my walls until I reach almost all the way to the top, and then I release that pressure on the top. If I kept that pressure together all the way through the top, we'd make a little notch in the clay and in the rim, and that's what we don't want. Okay, so right before we get to the top is where I'm gonna release that pressure. Okay? And we've done our first pull. You can see not much has changed, but we've really set this clay up for our second and third pulls to really start getting some height onto this piece of clay.